more people are looking to acquire electric vehicles for private use or for public transportation. However, the process for registration of EVs is not widely known. Motoring Forum hopes to clarify some of the issues and concerns regarding EV registration.
In an earlier edition of Motoring Forum, various classifications of electric vehicles were discussed, including which EVs from 2, 3, and 4-wheelers are required to be registered with the Land Transportation Office. Also discussed are which EVs can be ridden or driven on major thoroughfares, national roads, and highways. This time, Motoring Forum will discuss the process for registration for EVs. According to Land Transportation Office Administrative Order 2021-39, the requirements for classification of new model electric vehicles and initial registration shall be in accordance with the requirements per existing policies, rules, and regulations on the registration of motor vehicles, except for emission requirements. The same order requires all manufacturers, assemblers, and/or importers of electric vehicles shall, not later than 3 months prior to the introduction of any model in the market, submit the specifications of such model to the LTO, which shall determine the classification and the rate of MVUC, or Motor Vehicle Users Charge. In other words, manufacturers and distributors of EVs requiring registration, like the counterparts making and distributing motor vehicles powered by fossil fuels, must first apply for accreditation. Then they must present a certificate of stock reported, and if they are distributing imported EVs, they must present a certification of payment of taxes and import duties from the Bureau of Customs. According to the LTO, the distributor or dealership must cover the registration of brand new EVs. But if the buyer wants to register the EV himself, he or she must submit the same requirements as for car companies. These include letter request for classification, vehicle specifications, photos of the vehicle, and motor vehicles inspection report from the LTO. Other requirements for initial registration of EVs include original sales invoice, certificate of stock reported, original PMP HPG clearance, and appropriate insurance certificate of cover. Because EVs use electric motors powered by batteries instead of internal combustion engines, only VIN or vehicle identification number is needed for registration instead of chassis and engine numbers required for regular vehicles. So in essence, the registration process and requirements for EVs is similar to registering motor vehicles powered by fossil fuels. The only caveat for those wishing to acquire EVs is that they should be bought from legit sellers with taxes and duties duly paid and officially received. It also must be said that under IRR for the Republic Act 11697, also known as the Electric Vehicle Industry Development Act, or EVIDA, the LTO will prioritize the registration and renewal of registration of EVs.
The Land Transportation Office needs to exert more efforts to inform the general public about the process for registration of EVs. It also needs to exert more effort to ensure the use of EVs are properly regulated for safety as well as order on the road. Too many EVs, the slow, two-wheeled kind, are being used on national roads and other main thoroughfares where they are not allowed. That's your Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.